Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel and my name is Lucy B. If you're new here guys, you are welcome. And if you've always supported me guys, thank you so much and God bless. So yeah, as you can see, the heading today is about we African or we fellow African blocking each other's success. Yes, for example, why I'm saying this, like in the diaspora here, Africans, when you meet an Africans, you are so excited to see them. You think that, okay, because they are like black like you are gonna be okay. But no, it's the opposite way. So like we African everywhere, I don't know about you country. Please, if you experience what I'm going to talk about today, please leave your comment down here and tell me your experience. Because the reason why I said we African, we are the roadblock to fellow African is, if we meet anywhere, we don't support each other. Actually, we hate each other. When we see each other, we just don't like to see them happy. We don't like to see fellow Africans succeed. If Africans see other Africans, you expect them to be very happy, isn't it? But no, they are not. They are going to be the main problem, whatever you meet them. For example, I remember when I first came to the UK, when I go to a place of work, any place of work I go, the first thing I used to experience was with either Asians and Jamaican. They didn't like us Africans, like African who have just come, like who have not grown in this country, who have just moved to this country. They didn't like us. So I used to wonder why. They used to detest everything about us, our accent, what we eat, what we believe, how we dress. They never like anything about, like I should call it pure Africa, like who did not grow in this country. So I used to wonder why. So there came a time, then I came across, I called them the good one. Actually, we decided to nickname, especially Jamaican, like there are two Jamaican. One good Jamaican and then the other one the bad Jamaican. Yes, the reason is because not all of them were bad, some were very good. So one time I asked this one that I call good, and then she said, you know why many Jamaicans are not happy? They don't like African because some of them are still very bitter. They're still bitter that African sold them, and they suffered a lot. And when she told me that, that's when I came and say, oh my God, I felt so sorry. And I myself condemned the act of our great-great-grandparents who decided to sell their own children. I condemn them, but the thing is, what I'm trying to say is, it shouldn't make you hate all African. Like, especially the new generation, they are also unaware, and we are also not happy about it. So I came to realize that. Then I say, okay, that's okay. But like I said, I did not support the slavery, and I condemn what our great-great-parents did. That was the worst thing you could do to your children, selling them off. But later, as time goes on, I came across many black, but trust me, their behavior really surprised me. If you go to any place of work and you meet this new black person, don't start smiling. Don't say, oh, now my problem is finished. No, if you're not careful, this is the very black that is going to bring you down. This is the very black that will see everything. They will try everything to bring you down. When you meet them, you're excited. You think, oh, I'm not now, maybe, instead of holding your hand and say, look, sis, you're new here and we come along. Africa is still not developed. Like I've talked about it last week. If you haven't watched it, if you're new, check about the video that I talked about last week. It's about African as well. So instead of holding your hand and say, sis, I got your back. If you have any problem, don't worry. Come here and I show you. But then sometimes you even meet the bosses. If they see you, they are the very one who are gonna bring you down. Some of them will not even talk to you. Some of them, when you say hi, they will not even respond. They will look down on you. They are not happy to see you. So then you just wonder why African? Why are we envy of each other? Why do we hate each other so much? Instead of looking after you, he or she will be the one following you, trying to make sure any mistake you make, she will be the one to scream your name out. She will just shout. She will just say, hey guys, come here. She's not like shouting real, but she'll be the one to like, hey guys, come here. There's fire on the mountain. Instead of calling you aside, professional, and say, oh, sis, you know what? What you did is, I know you're still new. What you did is not right. That was not the right way. Look, this is how we do it. So next time, do it like this. If you're not sure, ask me or ask anybody else. No, she will be the one to sell you out. Something which the white person will see as minor, she is going to escalate. She is going to scream on top of her voice. If she wants to stand on the mountain, she will even stand for others to to come and see your mistake, to bring you down, and then to show off, to get even promotion because of doing that. She's trying to show off that she knows her work on you, on fellow African. And when you are down, when everyone is talking about you, she's very happy now. She thinks she has done her work. Really? Why? Why would you do that to a fellow African? Even why they don't do that, and others also they don't do that. Why do we want to try and bring our fellow African down? Why do you want to see the worst part of them? Why do you want to see them miserable? Why don't we want to promote them? Why don't you want to promote your fellow brothers and sisters wherever you are? I admire other race, for example, like Indian, Filipino, and others. An Indian, when a fellow Indian comes, say here in the UK, they are new and they don't know how to go about things. An Indian will hold their brother or sister's hand. They'll say, come here. They will give them job, even if they can even pay them while they settle, pay them cash in hand. They will tell them, come and work in my shop, come and work in my business. They will support fellow Indians. And even about Filipino, I admire Filipino, they are so, when you meet them, you think that they all come from the same home. They are so supportive. They stay together, they look after each other. And even Chinese. But as African, no. She is looking at you with that gloomy eyes. She feel like crushing your head. She feel like knocking you down. Even if you try to smile with them, they will not smile. Even if you do any good thing, whatever good work you do, no. The more good work you do, the more they will hate you. They are just after themselves. They want to promote themselves. They want to be known. They want you to see good thing from them, but not from you. If you're doing something good, they see you look great, you're powerful, you're strong, you are hyper, you're high or something. No, fellow black don't want to see that. Instead of holding your hand, showing you you're new in the country, showing you how to get things, how to do things around, how to live better. No, if you ask them, they will not tell you. Why African? We are blocking ways. We are the one making our fellow African not to be successful. That's why our continent cannot develop. Because our continent could develop if only we can start helping each other with small information, with supporting them, with giving direction, with giving sensitive information like good information. I'll give you example. For example, in UK here, there have been sponsorship for Tattoo, like people can come from Africa to come and work here as a care assistant or support work or something like that. Yes, it's going on around, but it's not easy to get the right people that will give you the right information, which agency are really supporting people to come over. Yes, I live in the UK, but sometimes I may not be able to get the right information. But then you meet this African, or you have this friend who know the right agency. When you ask them, they will tell you they don't. First of all, some of them will, like for example, one of my friends, she even told me, we were talking about this, and because she didn't know I was interested, and then she even told me, oh, there's this lady that they've come through this good agency, they brought them and they're working with them. And the moment I asked her, oh, can I have their contact number? She was like, oh, I don't have the contact number, but I'll inquire from the lady. She always bring her kids, I look after her children, I'm gonna get the contact from them. After I waited, after 2 weeks, she could not give me the contact. Again, after another 2 weeks, I asked, she did not. I try again, she could not. Every time she kept telling me, oh, the lady has not gotten the contact. She has not gotten the contact. This is a lady who works with these people. So how can you tell me she has not got the contact? How can you not have the contact with the agency you're working with? And also you meet her every day. Really? And some of these ones, they call themselves Christian. They talk about God. They preach about the word of God. And when it comes to action, no, there's nothing. I'm sorry, my sister, if you ever come across this video by accident, I want to tell you that act was wrong. You cannot tell me somebody who worked with the agency, she has not got the number. And you also see the way you played, you call and you make me talk to this girl on phone. I don't know, you already planned, you and her. I don't want to go fast, but look, we all have common sense. You can think you play someone, but that's not right. Because this contact, if I'd got, I was not only going to help my people, I would send to all my friends who were looking for this so that it can also help them. Whatever country, I don't mind. I was going to give to any of my friends because I had so many friends who were asking for the right agency as well. I was going to help. All I want is help people. You block that. You did not only block to me, but you block opportunity to so many fellow Africans. So this kind of thing is wrong, guys. You need to stop. You need to start helping. Say, for example, if you are in this town or in this village or you get one opportunity. Say you hear about a job in one factory. Say you're a gentleman or you're a lady. When you see that this job is going to help, they're going to be paying, and you have so many youth in your village who could do the same thing, this job will help them. Go and tell all the youth in your village. If you have all the youth in your village, tell them, oh, this factory is new. Guys, come and apply before it's too late. Because by doing that, even you alone can change you can change your entire community. You can change your community. You can make your community become a good community. You want your community to grow. Yeah, you don't want your community to be, you see, only drunkards, people who are on drugs and all that. You want your community to grow. That is the best way, Africa. If we start doing this, we are gonna change Africa. But no, Africa, fellow Africa, they want to see like, I'm gonna show my friends, I'm gonna show my neighbors. You come, you get work, you're driving this cool car, you're starting to build, you're starting to have good stuff. You just want to go and brag around to your fellow brothers and sisters. That is wrong. How do you really sleep at night? That is very wrong. Support your fellow brothers. You don't know where one day they can also support you. It may not you, it might be your great-grandchildren. We need to grow by each other. Stop blocking ways, stop blocking success of your fellow African brothers and sisters. It's very wrong. You find any opportunity of going to study anywhere. Tell your fellow brother, hey guys, there's sponsorship here. They're sponsoring for any student who want to study. Hey, my fellow women, there's this organization, they're supporting women. Tell all your women, all the women in your town, all the women in your village. Just you alone can change your village, can change your entire town. Stop holding sensitive or good information back. Please, guys, here for me, it's all about making the world a better place. So that's why I'm so serious about this kind of stuff. African, we need to open our eyes. We need to really start loving each other. And then another one example about this sponsorship. I met this guy. I was from somewhere. Then I met these guys at a bus stop. There were two. And then they looked new. And I asked, hey guys, are you new? They say, yes, we are new. I said, okay, when did you come to the UK? They say, oh, just 1 month. And I said, where do you work? They say, we work near here. I said, okay, how did you come? That one agency brought us. Then I say, okay, can I have the number? Their contact number. The guy said, okay, I will give you. We are waiting for the bus. And then he took my contact number. And then I was waiting. He started pretending, looking into his phone. I thought he was going to get the number. No, the bus came. And it was a double-decker. Then he went upstairs. And then I was about to come out before them. I went upstairs. They said, guys, I said, my friend, you haven't sent me the number. I will send you. The guy did not send me the number. Why? Maybe he was saying, because these guys were from Ghana. Maybe he was saying, she's not from Ghana. I cannot help somebody not from Ghana. Or maybe he was just like me and he just wanted to help himself. And this kind of person, maybe also when he left his town, he did not tell any of his friends or any of the youth in his town. If he was a good guy, this boy would even tell all the youth, oh guys, there's this opportunity. You're here doing nothing. There's this opportunity. If you can, let's go. Let's go and make small money and come and do something back home. But I'm not sure this boy did that time to his neighbors or even to his friend. And then surprising, one time I met him again. I confronted him. I said, why? I asked you to give me this number. You didn't give me. Why? And he was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to give you now. I said, no, sorry. I don't need it. Because you refused to give me the first time. How can I trust you again now? You might end up giving me something which is not right. So you see, African, just only this one boy could even help his entire community, help his entire town. But no, selfishness stop him from doing that. So selfish, I call it evil act. Why won't you want to help your friend? Why won't you want to help your neighbor? African, let's start supporting each other. It doesn't kill you. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't even change in the color of your hair or your eye or anything when you help somebody. It just makes the world a better place to live. It makes your neighbor happy, you and your entire environment happy. Say this, it's yellow, representing jealousy. Africans are very jealous. Say, for example, somebody start a business. You start a business, they will not support you. Why? Because they are jealous. They rather go and support another person there, other people. When you start in a business, they are not happy. Envy. African, we need to change. This is not right. It's very wrong. Immigrant, whenever they are. Can you imagine some of these are in this Western world? Western world is a developed world where at least you can have everything if you work hard. But you find this very immigrant who are in a good developed country where there's plenty of honey. I call it the land of honey and milk. They leave this land and go to Africa and defraud fellow African. For example, there's this is kind of our cousin even. This guy lives in Canada. He went to Canada and started defrauding fellow African, fellow friends, his neighbors and everybody. He asked them to give him money, like millions and millions. That, if you give me this, they are recruiting some people. Is the agency, is the one recruiting these young boys. Many young boys who are jobless, definitely African. Many young boys are are jobless. They didn't have money. Some of them had to sell their parents' land. Some of them have to sell valuable stuff. The family comes together, sell this stuff and give this man so that he can help support these boys to go and get job in Canada. But what happened? He just conned these boys. He conned them of their money. Really? You now tell me, how can African develop again? You have everything. You're living in a good land and then you go and defraud fellow African. Instead of go there, like say, mean what you said, lift their hand, raise them up, say, guys, there's plenty of work here, come and work. When they come and work, so that they can be able to start family, they can be able to support their family, education, they can support their sibling education and that. But no, you live all the way from Canada, you go and defraud fellow African. Hey, African, this is wrong, so wrong. If we don't change, if we don't start holding our brothers and sisters' hand and supporting them, we will never develop again. African will never develop. So guys, anyway, if you're finding this informative, very informative, please guys, like, share, let this reach all African. Let this reach all our fellow brothers. Let them, maybe it can be a eyes opening. Let it reach all of them so that they can really stop whatever they're doing, change their kind of heart as we start supporting each other. Share this video, subscribe guys, because here is all about making the world a better place, and we can only make the world a better place all together. Tribalism, race, they are not from my tribe, is not from my country, do not speak the same language, all this kind of thing. We need to stop them. How? Like some of them, they are well off. In their neighbors, maybe they have everything. They have plenty of everything that even the children, they just don't. But then you find that next door neighbor, they have nothing. In their home, the food tastes bitter. But the neighbor, the food tastes so sweet because they barely or they sometimes don't even have. Instead of feeling sorry for the neighbor and say, oh, we have plenty here, let's give this one, let's give half of it, let's give even quarter to these neighbors. No, they will just be there. They want to show off. They will be laughing at their neighbors. They don't even have food. The children are starving. Really? Why? Do you enjoy seeing people suffering? If you have plenty of food, take half to your neighbors. If you have clothes that you have so many clothes and some you don't even wear them, give it to your neighbors. The shoes that your children don't wear, give it to your neighbors. The books that your children have used but they're still in good whatever, give it to your neighbors. Your neighbors or in people that are poor in your village. Your parents, they have old clothes and they don't need it anymore, but the clothes, they still look good. Take it to only elderly in the village there who have nothing, because some elderly there, some of them they have children but the children don't take care of them, or some of them even the children have died, or some have never even have children. Support them. Go and put a blanket on that old man who might be sleep at night very cold. Go and change that woman, that old lady there who wear very dirty torn clothes. Go and wash them up for one, perfume them and let them wear good clothes. Give them slippers, give them sandals. It won't kill you. Do anything. Just one person can change the entire village. If you have something extra, don't sit on them. Don't laugh at the poor. Go and support the poor. Go and help. Go in your community. The little you have, go and do it. Christmas like this, if you in the village, you see your neighbors, you have extra. Say for example, you're from abroad. Your neighbors, some of them don't have sugar. They don't have what to eat. Go and with the little money, go buy maybe a kilo of sugar, whatever, rice, buy chicken. Distribute to your community. It will be the best gift ever. Make people smile. Don't make people feel hungry, sad all the time. Only you, like I said, can change the entire village. You are abroad here, you have clothes that your children don't need. Keep them. The one that, like, if it is for winter, leave it here, give to the charity here. But the one that you can send to Africa, send to Africa. And support your neighbors. If all your neighbors okay, spread the love further. We need to change. If you don't change, Africa can never develop. Help everyone. Don't help only your family. Don't help only, maybe if you help your neighbor, that's it. No, just feel. If you can help, help anybody in any country. Don't only help your country, help anybody in any country if you can. And because of that, I give credit to my ex. My ex, as much as it was abusive, is an alcoholic or something, I give credit to him because my ex help anybody. He can help anybody. If he knows, he come to like a friend's house and he find that the friend is having problem, he's gonna help them. If he come, like maybe a friend's family has come from Africa and maybe they need support, he's gonna help them. He will help anybody. That's the one good thing about my ex. He doesn't care. He just wanna help. He just help anybody. And that's how we all should be. We should not only help your family, we should all develop this system, this behavior of helping each other. Africa, let's start to stop blocking your fellow African success. Support. Stop bringing them down in place of work. Support their business. If you have any good information about opportunity, share with all fellow African. Share, not even all Africa. If there's anybody out there, help. But because this is about African blocking African success, any good information, any opportunity, share with fellow African. Help your neighbors. Support them. If you have extra, give to your neighbor. Especially when you're from diaspora, if you're from abroad, when you go home, you've given stuff to your family. Spread the love, give to your neighbors as well. Don't be showing off to your neighbors that, oh, my family is this. No, support anybody. Go and visit orphanage. Go and visit all people in your area. Support people. Giving is the sweetest thing to do. Supporting someone is the best thing to do in the world. It will make you happy. It will make you happy. I've talked about this in one of my videos about giving. If you haven't watched, go and watch one of my Christmas videos. It's about giving. Give, how it help you. Please, African, let's change this. Let's change this behavior of when you see fellow African in place of work, all you have to do, you're trying to sabotage them. You're trying to bring them down. You hate them. You try everything to bring them down. Oh, some of you, you're seeking promotion, but you seek on behalf of your fellow African. I mean, how do you sleep at night? How does that even make you happy anyway? For African to develop, we have to support each other. We have to hold each other's hand. We have to change wherever we have to change our environment. We have to make others who can smile to smile. We have to try not to bring others down. If we all try to change, if we all try to have this, if we all start practicing the habit of helping each other, African will develop.